looked out, and hollered back. I didn't think he actually hollered back to anything. I know he wrote to the president, Mr. Clinton at the time, and if he hollered, you hollered. But I was in jail trying to figure out how I could get out of this, because I knew for a fact that if they had drugged me over my 90-day speedy trial, they were really hot business after me. Whatever, come up with something. They were trying to come up with something. So I got a visit, and I went to the visiting room. You ever been to jail? Visiting room, glass in front of you, all this. And there was a guy there, a young white guy, whatever, and I asked him, what was up, who was he, whatever, and he told me, he said, the Pope got in touch with somebody in his diocese, wherever, and they sent him to help. I asked him, I said, well, how you know to help? He said, no. He said, yeah, I don't know. He said, but whatever you think, whatever. He said, I'm here because Pope said help. So, all right, so this young man, I can't even remember his name, and that's a shame, did a lot of leg work for me. He got around. He found out things like there's no premises. The indictment was written on an empty field, all kind of things, whatever. And when it's all said and done, his meddling and everything else, trying to find out what was actually going on. Because the story is so fantastic, and it's about to get even more so. And helped to cause what happened in the courtroom of case number 203, it's actually CR 203-616 in 1985, in the month of April. When they started my trial after the time limit had expired, and we were in that trial, and they had stacked the jury. I'm telling you, I got proof of all of this. And with the what do you call it, the foreman of the grand jury's wife, they put her in the jury pool, and then they set her up on the jury with the rest of the jury. They sent them out to have lunch and everything, whatever. I guess she was like putting the bug in their ear. Yeah, well, I heard about that case, and they said whatever. And then as soon as the trial started, my attorneys, which had been appointed to me by the court, whatever, walked up yesterday and dismissed her from the jury. That's how they do it. Okay, so now she's done made a friend on the jury, putting poison in their ear and whatever, and then then my attorneys kick her off of the jury. So of course now I got an enemy sitting up there. Okay, one thing led to another. They started this trial, and we got into this trial, and somewhere down the line, with all the meddling and everything else that had been going on, my people went out into the hallway of the Justice Center and snatched up an attorney. We were looking everywhere trying to find somebody, because we knew it was being sold out, sold down the river, as they say. That's why I'm calling this one here Crooked River. And they snatched up a young attorney by the name of Walter Camino. Walter Camino. When my people got Walter Camino in the outside hallway of the courtroom, whatever, the court adjourned for lunch or whatever. When the court reconvened and we came back into the courtroom, Judge Lloyd O'Brien had absconded from the court. He had run out. And instead of Judge Brown sitting on the bench, this person here was sitting on the bench. Yeah. This person was named Stephanie Tubbs Jones. And she was the first black female senator for the state of Ohio. Yeah, at the time. Stephanie Tubbs didn't know what to do because she wasn't supposed to be there. We elect our judges. She was trying to cover for this pedophile in a scheme to cross me out and send me down the river because of their mistake. They didn't want anybody looking in to find out my case or whatever covered the politician's son case because of obvious reasons, and pretty sure that after second murder or whatever, a lot of people are going to say, well, what's going on here? Why was he even with a gun? But, powerful people, politicians. So, Stephanie was on the bench, and she couldn't go forward with the trial because she wasn't supposed to be there. She was, like I said, we elect our judges to the benches. So you can't take the mayor of Chicago and substitute him for the mayor of LA, or vice versa. Couldn't substitute the judge, and they hadn't reported it to the Supreme Court, which was the proper steps. But they didn't want anybody knowing what they were doing in the courtroom first. So she had to find a way to get up out of this mess. So she left, and when she left, that was the trial was over. It was dead. It was dead in the water. I didn't see this guy here, Lloyd Brown, again for 2 weeks. The trial stopped dead in its tracks. Never reached a verdict because we didn't have a judge. And 2 weeks later, after this guy had ran out of the courtroom, he called me down to a closed courtroom. And this guy, Lloyd O'Brien, sentenced me and put his name on they call it a journal entry. Sure did. Yeah. Now, without ever being convicted, they put me in the penitentiary. penitentiary. I started out at one, I can't even remember what it was. I ended up at a place called Lucasville, because I wasn't a good prisoner. Of course, I wouldn't be. And it took me 3 years before this all came to light. Now, what they went on and did was, I found out later, was that Lloyd Brown took the transcript and created a totally bogus transcript. Now, when I got in touch with my attorney, but I may be mistaken. It's been a long time. And I told my attorney, hey man, well, there wasn't no judge, there wasn't no verdict, there wasn't nobody there, whatever, blah, blah, blah. My appeals attorney told me over the phone, he said, there is nothing in your transcript that would, support anything you said. He said, as a matter of fact, there's nothing there that doesn't show that this was just a normal trial. And he also went on to say, and there is definitely nothing in the record that ever showed even hints that Stephanie Tubbs Jones was at that trial. So, 3 years later, about 2 years after that, it went to the Ohio Supreme Court. They found out that the judge wasn't there, and they did expose the fact that Stephanie Tubbs had been in the courtroom, even though she was not on the register. She was not on the list. She was not there legally, period. And it took them 2 years to find this out. It took me 3 years before I filed a habeas corpus with the federal district. They had moved me out of that particular jurisdiction to another jurisdiction, and I filed in front of a judge federal judge by the name of Herman Weber, Federal District Court for the Southern District of Ohio. And Judge Weber put down what's called a judge-proof judgment. And that means something that you can't get wrong. You can't read it wrong. And what he put down was, I'm turning this around and sending it back to the federal court in the district up in Cleveland for a hearing and a determination. In other words, look into it, see if this is real, and then determine what's going on here. Because from what I can find, which means that judge investigated, and what he found was that I've been sitting in jail without being ever convicted of anything, which is true. Because most of this gets worse and worse. Now I have the disappearing judge. I'm used to them. I know about them. I know how they are. Next thing I'm dealing with is I'm going on, and I'm waiting now.